I love it. I love this gathering ground. I love that we are getting this opportunity to all be together. Ah, really delights me. See so many. I'm just going to give us a couple of minutes so that we get a chance to let people in before I start talking about this amazing energy that is already here. Came in really over the weekend. My goodness, what a gift it is. So give us a couple more minutes. Make sure you've got some drink, especially water or some really hydrating drink. We're going to be working with a couple of practices that are beautiful, and I want your hydration level to be good before and after. I'm excited to share this May forecast with you. Partly because it's so great. It's such great news. I love being able to share that this cosmic energy is without too many pressures, without too much asking of our systems. May, very, very exciting to think that we get to really chat about this. So in this time, I want to explain a bit about some of the key themes. I've written a blog, which you will have access to probably tomorrow morning. I think we'll get that up in the gathering ground. Some of you will have received information through your emails, or rather all of you would have received the information through the emails, but I know what inboxes can be like, and maybe you read it or you didn't. So I've written quite a bit about the energy of this month, like I always do. So there'll be more information in there. This amazing energy this May is, well, we can pick it up through our liver systems and really move it through the body system beautifully, or we can kind of miss the opportunity to do that. So the first one I want to share with you is I've called it the Diamond of Hope. And I love that name. Anytime I want to bring forward new practices, then I simply sit in the bigness of the energy that is around, and gradually the understanding of what can work best with this cosmic energy field comes in. And it was so beautiful to see this diamond of hope really solidifying as I was looking at the energy this month. Let's have a little look at the May themes. I wanted to say first, it's an amazing color. It's a shimmering silver color. And silver's really interesting to me as a vibration. I've started seeing some children being born now who have silver life colors or soul colors, those places of real movement from the core all the way out to the edge of their energy systems. And that silver vibration, well, I'm not gonna get sidetracked, but wow, that silver vibration is the next place in our human consciousness as we work together in this great big transition that we are currently in as a human species and as part of our planet. So it was really fascinating when I started understanding that this energy of this month is this really bright, shimmering, deep silver. Sometimes I think I shouldn't say things like deep and bright at the same time because they have very different vibrations, but it's kind of all held here. And maybe as these beautiful visuals beside me here in the screen show, it's that place, if you could stare up at the night sky in that beautiful deep indigo color and see all of the stars and then help them kind of move together. It's that space of silver, but with connectivity and space between. Really, really beautiful. Quite a lot of cosmic coding that can be activated in our systems. So we've got this vibration, and that vibration itself carries some deep themes in it. And one of them just completely lights me up, and it's that one of wild reconnection. Now, this is one of the big themes for our year, actually, and this is the first time that it's being brought in. And partly because the last few months have been about priming us, squeezing us, inviting us to really go deeper. Remember the reds of the 2 past months, like we're being forced almost on a cellular level to align, feel into what's working for us on the personal, but also what's working for us on the global or the connective scale as well. Well, this month we don't have to work so hard at those deep questions. We get to experience a lightening, a lifting of that cosmic energy. And because of that, that energy can lift in us. It's a beautiful one for the heart system this month. It's beautiful for the lungs. And it's fabulous. I'd love to know, as we go through this month together in the gathering ground, I want to know what that wild reconnection really looks like for you. I have ideas of what I mean when I write that, when I feel into the vibration of those, when I feel into that energy that created those words, yeah? When I'm looking for themes energetically, it's just marrying the vibration of sound, which we call words, with the vibration that's present for us. So when we think about this wild reconnection, it's that place of being connected beyond the limit of self, beyond the places of should, shouldn't, maybe, if only. It's that place of being able to connect into yourself, into others, into the world, because you're an essential part of that world. So it's that kind of without limits. Think of a time when you've just like totally roared with laughter. You've just felt that huge explosion of your own laugh come out of you. That's wild reconnection. Let's do this beautiful practice. I want you to know where a certain point on your body is. You can see these gorgeous little golden flower of lives here. So you're going to be right underneath, make sure you can see me too. Yep, you're going to be right underneath the pec or the breast. And you can see with this woman, it's where that bra top would easily sit across the body, and you're going to be in line with the nipples. So you're still on the rib cage. You haven't dropped down onto the abdomen, but you're right at the very, very bottom of it, in line with your nipples. So that's what we're going to be working with. This is the 14th point in the liver meridian, and it's got a beautiful name. It's called the Gate of Hope, because liver also has a lot to do with courage and hope, a lot to do with that ability to stand in your gracious power, to stand and move through your life in that sense of self in relation to others. This is a beautiful practice. It's called the Diamond of Hope, and it really works to activate the liver energy, not only in its balance, but in its biggest potential, because it connects it into the energetic core and the stellar diamonds. So to start, especially for this month, we really want to be well grounded. So let's just connect into our bodies first. Let's pop both hands on the heart. And you can be sitting, standing, or lying for this practice. Just be comfortable, however you are, wherever you are. So from here, let's take 3 breaths together. Inviting any disparate energy of the day to settle, to return home to you. Taking your intention and your attention closer and closer to the center of you. All right. From here, because we're working with this amazing shimmering silver energy, I really want us to ground down. It's going to be lifting us up in amazing ways, but you are a physical and electromagnetic being as well as a radiant soul, and we need to keep your body grounded. So keep one hand on the heart and let's bring the other one to the crown of the head. And think about the way that your energy field grounds you down. Grounds you deep, deep, deep into the earth's embrace. Really pay attention to that magnificence beneath your feet, down through the aura to your earth star, and into the earth below. Even taking your attention there is amazing for your energy. Consciousness flows wherever you think of it. Energy flows wherever you think. So by bringing this supporting hold into the heart and the crown, you're able to really support your energy system on a physical basis, even while you're also inviting it to ground, ground, ground. Okay. Let's just take both the hands up to the sun star, to that beautiful hub above your head. And whether your arms are stretched or whether you're simply putting your attention and your energy focus up there, you're going to connect to it for a minute. Imagine it in its balance, in its fullness, in its harmony. And trace little diamonds all the way down the core until, in the same way, without necessarily sitting forward or bending over, you can bring the intention of your fingers, the awareness of your energy, down into that beautiful, golden, gorgeous sun star beneath your feet. Tracing up the center and bringing your hands down to, it's the end of your liver energy channel, the end of your liver meridian. So that's the liver 14 point for those of you who are experts with your meridians, and it's directly below the nipples in the space just above the bottom of the ribs there. So it's between your ribs. If you've got your fingers all like this, pretty much it's going to be that whole space on your rib cage underneath the breast or the pec. So from here, let's massage it a minute. Liver is an amazing, amazing dynamic energy, and it loves dynamic movement. So as we are doing this, wow, I can certainly feel especially my right point. So I'm just holding the right point for a minute as I massage the left, and then doing the same. So massaging these points, not hurting yourself. These can be quite tender because the liver does so much in your body system. Then sometimes when you get into these, wow, it lets you know, it talks, it communicates very well. So no pain. If there's pain here, just back off a little bit. Let's reassure, activate, enliven these points, but not trigger our big body protectors to move us into fight, flight, or freeze. Sometimes that's what pain can do, isn't it? We react against it. So I feel now that I can go deeper into those points. There's a lot less tenderness. And once you get to that place, or about now, whether you're at that place or not, then let's just hold these points. And again, tuck drag your awareness in. It may be easier for you to cross over, and if that's the case, you can do so. For me, for right now, it feels better to be on the same side. So check in with yourself. You are your own amazing energy detective. So see what feels better for you right now. Taking some nourishing breaths. You've activated these points. Some magnificent point. It's called, the Chinese name for it, it's the gate of hope. It opens the potential of your body system to really move and flow in balance. And that is deeply hopeful. It helps bring and connect the energies of possibility, of potential, of positivity. It's also deeply grounding. I feel my system grounding even more as liver works with activating the electrical system around your cells. Liver energy is all about movement, dynamism, ensuring that any blockages are cleared and any areas of depletion are connected. All right. You can leave your left hand there, or stay in the left point. And with your other bunched hand, let's come to the thyroid, or the Adam's apple, right in the center of the throat. Really gentle here. It's a very, very tender part of your entire physiology and energy. As you're touching this point, touch it with a care, a tenderness, and invite the energy here to balance up into your fingertips rather than thinking of the energy of your fingers balancing inside the point. Think of this movement coming up out of the center of the throat. It's a key point for your hormonal balance, and liver is very, very connected to your hormonal function. It's also a key point on the energetic core. The thyroid itself is a diamond structure. And so when we connect into it here, it's like we're at the very center, the very heart of the diamond structure in the body. Now keep that hand on the thyroid and take your other hand to the right liver 14 point, that gate of hope. And if you're sitting down, then feel free to rest your elbow on something, but don't put any pressure on that thyroid. Remember the direction of energetic movement that we are empowering here. Okay, next we're going to keep that on the thyroid still, and you're going to come down to the space a couple of inches, 3-4 centimeters below the navel, below the belly button. We're into that point that really correlates with the lower dantian, that lower energy center that's deep inside that lower abdominal area. And the pressure on this point can be whatever feels good. You might be very, very gentle. You might be tucked in quite deeply. Whatever your system needs today. Lovely. So you'll have noticed that we just created a diamond here. And what I'm going to invite you to do is to trace that diamond, but keeping one hand still. So it's up to you what feels like the stabilizing or anchoring point for you. And it will be very different on different days. It depends where your system needs to come into alignment. So for me right now, it's that left point on the liver point. So you've got 4 points, yeah? Both of the liver points, the thyroid and the lower dantian point. So which one are you going to keep still? Whichever one it is, you're going to then just trace through that diamond several times. It doesn't matter which direction. Oh, that feels so good. I feel like my spine just grew about 3 centimeters. And that will be because my nervous system, which really is key through that spinal column, the spinal cord, just dropped even deeper. It relaxed. It moved even more into the parasympathetic. Oh, that feels fabulous. And you can simply stop wherever and whenever feels good to you. I'm going to stabilize up a little bit just for a couple of seconds. It might feel good to you that wherever you had your hand, just do the opposite point just to stabilize, to help it come into the body fully. And we're done. I really hope that that diamond of hope has anchored and enlivened your system for this month. I would recommend you do it very, very regularly. Bye-bye. We got a lot covered. Remember that the blog will be up with more information, more. I try and bring out the themes more and also give you some understandings of how the energy of this month really affects the body. But we've already talked about liver and the essential aspect of being grounded, the mind. Remember, I talked about how there is that kind of push-pull of polarity here, and the soul. So that place of, wow, how do you expand into this shimmery silver? All right. Much love. Let's keep the discussion going as we move through this month. I want to know. I love the way that we're all supporting each other here. Really, really beautiful. Thank you for being here with me in the gathering ground. And also, thank you for all of your amazing birthday wishes, for being part of the book launch. There's just, there's so many amazing, amazing things that we are sharing together and therefore creating together. So a couple of live webinars next week about the essential understandings of energy. So maybe you can join me for that. And then the week after, we start exploring the Radiant Soul program. And that's really exciting to me. So lots of ways that we can be connecting. Much, much love. Bye-bye.